Look, this your boy Nine, and I want to give you the pros and the cons of having EI. You know what that is? Underlip, mama, EI, oh, what's happening now? Not that type of EI, but I'm talking about emotional intelligence. So let's get into it. Number one, when it comes to the cons, you know, you feel other people's energy. And I've been in this position many a time in my life where somebody gets upset or they just have a bad fucking attitude and you feel it. It like compresses on you. It just sits on you. The weight of their feelings are on you because you have high emotional intelligence. And when you have high emotional intelligence, everybody else's feelings are felt also. They just seep in around you. You be like, damn, dog, I gotta bounce. The energy just ain't right here. And people be talking like, thinking like you talking some hoodoo. My feeling, you feel my, yeah, I feel your feelings because you making the motherfuckers come out. The motherfuckers is everywhere in the motherfucking room. They exuding, they just floating around. Motherfucker mad is floating around, upset floating around. That shit all up on me. I don't like that shit. I don't like feeling other people's feelings. I want to feel my feelings, but not your feelings. I can have a little empathy here and there and feel for you, but goddamn, I don't want to feel you. Shit. So if you in a bad mood, just know, if you're putting that bad mood in the air, the person next to you might just be able to feel it. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy to you, but it's real. And it's suffocating. Trust me, it is suffocating. So if you've done that before to somebody, please try to refrain from doing it. But that's one con. Number one, when it comes to having great, high emotional intelligence, you're gonna feel other people's feelings when you're not trying to. Number two, unfortunately, it can make you emotional. And when I say that, I mean this. You could be absorbing somebody's emotions so much and then counteracting it so much that you start getting emotional and then you can't express it because you have emotional intelligence with yourself to compartmentalize the fucking emotions that you're getting from them. So now you're emotional, but you just sitting there taking it like, I'm tolerating this motherfucker and it's making me upset. Now I can't get upset because I'm too fucking intelligent with my emotions to get upset because I understand why I'm upset. So I just gotta sit in the upsetness while they're still upset, coming down off their upsetness, and I'm going up in mine, but I'm still remaining the same. That shit is irritating. Trust me. Been there, done that. Ain't trying to do it too much more. So yeah, that's one of the motherfucking cons when you got high emotional intelligence is that, man, it's gonna be days like that where you get emotional based off of they shit and then you gotta calm your ass back down without showing it. Number three, some people evil in this world and they are high in emotional intelligence, but they use it for negative manipulation. Yeah, man, it can be used for manipulation. Some people can turn and twist and sway your emotions because they understand emotions. They get it. So if you're one of those people who love to manipulate, just know that it can be low-hanging fruit for you to indulge in playing with somebody else's emotions because you know how to pull the strings, because you know how to pull your own emotional strings, but you're just not emotional about it, you're just logical about it. And that's dangerous, because you never know who you're dealing with and how they might deal with you. So use your emotional intelligence for good, not evil. And one more thing about manipulation, it's not always bad. I always say manipulation is the first language. When a baby shit and they got shit on their ass, they can't tell you, hey, I got shit on my ass, come wipe it. They gotta cry to get your attention. And that's a form of manipulation. So that's our first language, in all honesty. We have to manipulate sometimes, but you can use it for good or bad. You choose. Number four, and you should already know, you get to live in your mind. And what does that mean? That means that you just do a lot of thinking. You're always weighing things out in your mind, so much so that you can't even like participate in reality like everybody else. Sometimes you're not in the moment like everybody else because you're always thinking inside your own mind. That's a flaw. That's a con when you got emotional intelligence. You can't be in the moment sometimes. You just find yourself dazed off thinking. You be weighing shit out like, okay, that person did that. Maybe that person made that person feel that way. Let me get into this situation like this before I don't want to enter it incorrect. You're just doing too much motherfucking thinking. Get loose, man. Loosen your ass, loosen yourself up. Get loose. Because when you're too emotional intelligence, when you got too much emotional intelligence, when your emotional intelligence is high, when it's off the fucking charts, you're gonna be in your mind thinking all the time. And you don't want to be an overthinker. I always say overthinking is a disease, and a disease is a dis-ease. You're at dis-ease all the time. You're not in a good mood, you're not in a good mode. So yeah, don't overthink, don't stay in your mind too much, but it is a con that comes along with emotional intelligence, and you gotta learn how to balance it. It is what it is. Number 5. I mean, having emotional intelligence is a great attribute, to have mentally as a human being. But one con, and it's not really a con, but it's a con, is that it takes a lot of time to develop this skill. It takes years to develop this skill. And even when you develop it, you're still building on top of it because you're human and you're gonna get emotional about different things that sometimes that don't make sense. And you have to kind of weigh those things out because emotions are very reactionary if you allow them to have a mind of their own, if they don't have any intelligence. So it takes time to grow that muscle in your mind to have power to respond instead of react. And it takes time. And if you want that shit to happen tomorrow, just know you're gonna go through a lot of bumps and bruises before you get there. You're gonna make a lot of mistakes, you're gonna piss a lot of people off, you're gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings, a lot of people gonna hurt your motherfucking feelings in the process. But look, it's how it go. It's how it go. So you wanna have emotional intelligence? Those are the 5 cons that come along with it. So just be prepared. Just be prepared. Look, if you like this video, when I talked about the cons about emotional intelligence, go on, click this video over here with the pros so you can know a little bit more, Oh, damn. What you doing here? So you just gonna come on my page and watch, get some value and bounce? Boy, if you don't subscribe to my page and hit that goddamn notification bell, stop playing with me. Crazy. Oh yeah, and leave me an email so I can send you something back, an advice or whatever. I got the email address somewhere in here for daily tips or advice. Whatever you want to send me, I'll address it. But you need to hit subscribe and the notification bell, damn it. Subscribe.